the main things when you have ADHD is just figuring out how you can relax. And so I'm going to tell you how to set up a spot in your house or apartment to help you do just that. Number one, make sure you have a comfy chair, a comfy couch, even a comfy beanbag in that room, because it's super hard to relax if you are uncomfortable in general. So you want to make sure that you can come in, sit down, and just feel like this is a nice, comfortable place. And let's be honest, have you ever tried to relax in an uncomfortable chair or couch or whatever? It's just not happening. If you have a pet or support animal, you may want to have a place there in that room as well. So you have a Fido the dog or Felix the cat, have a pet bed there. If you have other pets there, then figure out what is a good way to have them in that place, because they do provide that extra support for you. So have you ever tried to relax when you don't know where your pet is and you think they're somewhere and you look over and they're not there, and then you have to get up and go look for them? That takes you out of your whole relax mode for sure. Now, something else that will help with relaxation when you have ADHD is making sure you get the light in the room right. If you like natural light, make sure you have a window you can open and let that light in. If you like candles, for instance, then go ahead and get some candles so you can enjoy the flicker of candles. If you like a specific color of light, then get the color changing bulbs and put that in there and decide which color that you want the room to be, and it will illuminate the whole room. Or you get the color changing ones that do multicolor and cycle through colors, or you can get them to change a different color at each time of the day if you want to as well. Now, even if natural light is not your favorite, you still want to have some way to see outside. If you like to see the lights of the city, that's fine. But for me, I like to just look out, see some trees, squirrels, birds. It's good to have some way to not look at the four walls of that room all the time. Now, another thing you may want to think about when you have ADHD to help you relax is going to be adding plants to the room. Plants give the room a different atmosphere. They have all sorts of different kinds, so you can set it up however you want with whatever kind of plants you want. And something else I would say is, if you are going to get plants and have them inside the room, get the ones that are easy to take care of if you do not have a green thumb, because of the fact that if you don't, you may not have a plant for very long. And something else that is good when you're trying to relax with ADHD is to have something in the room to remind you that you're there to relax. For instance, you have one of those waterfalls or rocks that always continues to run, or maybe you have pictures of your family members or wife or kids that just help you kind of feel like this is a more homey atmosphere. Or you have one of those marble things with the strings on that goes back and forth. I don't know if you've seen those. They have them in a lot of offices. And here's another thing you need to do when you're trying to relax in a room with ADHD. You need to have just what you need to relax in the room. So extra boxes in the room, things that just don't need to be there in the room. You keep it minimal because you just want to be able to be comfortable, not think about anything else, not having to jump over different things or move things to get to the place to where you want to relax. You just want to have it set up in advance so you can just go in there and do some relaxation. And also make sure you have a cooler room. Have you ever tried to relax in a hot room? You just come in there, it's all stuffy and hot. You try to sit down, it's still stuffy and hot. You can't get comfortable. But a cooler room, say you come in from a hot day outside, come into a cool room in the AC, you just feel more relaxed. And so it's the same kind of thing. Have that room so it's cool. You come in, maybe you want to have a blanket in there too or whatever. And something else you need to be aware of when you're trying to relax in a room with ADHD is make sure it smells at least decent or good. Because of the fact that, have you ever walked into a room where it smelled really bad? You're not able to relax in that environment. I don't care how much you try to, right? So you want to have something to put a nice aroma in the room. You can use candles or incense or diffuser. I personally like a diffuser because you put different oils in it and they all have different kinds of smells. You can mix them, make new smells. And something else you want to think about when you're trying to relax in a room when you have ADHD is, what sounds do you want? I'm personally not a fan of a silent room, so I have to have some type of background noise. So for you, it may be music. So pick the relaxing song and put them in a playlist and just have them on play. So when you get in there, you turn it on. Or maybe you like a white noise machine, use that. Or maybe you just like the sounds of the ocean or the forest or whatever. Have something in there that gives those sounds out as well. Now, this may sound strange to have in a room, but I promise you it does help when you have ADHD and you're trying to relax. You want to have a pen and a pad in that room because of the fact, have you ever tried to relax when something comes in your brain and you're thinking about it over and over and over again? You just can't get it out of your mind. You have to figure it out right then and there. Instead, what you do is that thought, you take it and you put it down on that pad, you write it all out so that you do not have to think about that thought anymore. You can think about something else that's actually going to be relaxing for you. This is not the only video to set up a room to get more relaxed. I also have a video on how to set up your room to go to sleep faster, and you can watch that video right here.